Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Urban Economic Empowerment Show. Yay! So today we're going to continue our conversation. We're doing some education, for some people who kind of find it hard to kind of understand how to do the due diligence. So we're trying to share with you, kind of going from the very beginning. Let me turn this light off real quick on what to do, how to do it for your future. You guys watching on social media, appreciate it. Bounce on over there to the YouTube channel so you can like the show. You can subscribe to my channel and we can make life a little easy for a sister. Okay. So peace, power, and profit to everyone. Hope you guys tuned in to African Emporium show earlier. If you haven't, make sure you go back out there and watch the replay. So we right. So yeah, this morning we talked about um what does it mean to be financial literate. We're going to follow this conversation up with how financial literate people stay on top of their money. Now, I'm using the Stash website. For those of you guys, let me go back. For those of you all who are not familiar with Stash, Stash is a fintech account, right? If you scroll down, it has a subscription. You got the beginner's account, the growth account, and the Stash Plus account. I'm with the Stash Plus account. Why? Because it gives me more bang for my buck and I benefit. One in particular, they have the stock back card. You get offered some life insurance. If you don't have a life insurance policy, get 2 custodial accounts, right? And you get a whole bunch of advice and educational tools. Not to mention, it takes $5 to get it started. And for everybody that you invite in, they use this link, you get $20. It's a win-win situation. So we're using their tools today to offer some educational information on financial literacy. And today we're going to talk about how financial literate people stay on top of their money. You heard that? How financially literate people stay on top of their money. And this article is by Claire Grant. Everything we talk about on the Urban Economic Empowerment Show is purely educational, okay? Educational. We're just sharing with you information that we've located, that we've from, and we hope that you actually and do your due diligence, investigate what we're saying, and hopefully it will help you increase your net worth as well. All right, it says financial literate people pay off their debt, save emergencies, and budget with the economy in mind. Okay, being financially literate doesn't mean you know how to read the Wall Street Journal. Financial literacy means having the ability to access your financial situation so you can make the right decisions about money on a daily basis. But 1 in 6 students in the US don't meet the baseline level of proficiency in financial literacy, according to the Council for Economic Education. A survey conducted by the council found that on average, people estimate they've lost $1,389 due to the lack of financial knowledge. Y'all hear that? So the source they're using for this information is the Council for Economic Education. Having a degree of financial literacy can help you manage your current life while preparing you for unforeseen expenses and emergencies. It will also help you develop a financial plan for the future. That way, you won't be wasting your cash or getting yourself into debt or taking unnecessary financial risk. Acquiring financial literacy can also allow you to understand and participate in the economy. Achieving financial literacy is especially important in today's world where people face the highest inflation rate in decades and the ongoing pandemic, which has affected everything from the job market to housing prices. Stash has a symbol. 4 things that financially literate people do to maintain a solid financial foundation in 2022. So let's look at it. Here is the first way. Learn how to budget with inflation in mind. Building a budget is important no matter what the financial landscape looks like, but it's particularly important now that inflation has pushed up the price of gas, groceries, and more. As of February 2022, the inflation rate, which is measured by the Consumer Price Index, was 7.9% for the year ending February 22, the largest spike since 1982. Gas prices have surged 38% over the same period. While food prices have increased 7.9%, the cost of new vehicles went up 12.4%, and used cars and trucks jumped 41.2%. Wow, Chris, you see that? That's crazy.
You ain't know that?
I mean, it's just, I know it, but then when you see it again, it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like, wow, yeah.
41.2%?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, these cars is crazy, man.
Gas prices went up 38%. Wow. Okay. Your budget should take your total income into account, and you should make sure there is ample room for your essential expenses such as food, gas, non-essential expenses like going to the movies, and saving and investing. While you can stop prices from going up at the grocery stores or when filling your tank, you can still make sure you're hitting your goals by paying attention to your habits and adjusting where possible, says Lauren Estachio, a certified financial planner and director of financial advice at Stash. Okay. Number 2, make a plan to pay down your debt. That is also an obstacle many consumers deal with. In the last quarter in 2021, credit card debt increased by 52 billion to 860 billion in the biggest quarterly jump in history. Did you see that? So that means people living off the credit cards. Man, wow.
Yes, that's what happens when you have inflation. People don't have enough money. So what they start to go to next? Credit cards, put it on credit, pay it later, and go into debt, default on your debt. Then what happens? Market crash.
Wow. Smart use of credit can be an important part of becoming financially literate, since it helps you build a credit history and get a credit score. Your credit score is what banks and other institutions will reference when deciding whether or not to lend you money, rent you an apartment, and more. And listen, credit definitely gets in the way of your living. You ain't in a place and you're trying to find a place, that credit better be on point. It's important to pay down your debt so that you can build strong credit, which can help you reach your financial goals, like taking out a loan for a business or getting a mortgage for a house.
That's right.
Try to pay off your credit card bill and other debt payments in full each month, since maintaining a balance can hurt your credit score. If you have a chunk of debt you need to tackle, make a plan to do so. You might want to start with the biggest debts or those with the highest interest rate, which is known as avalanche method. Or you might want to use the snowball method by starting with smaller payments and working your way up. When you use the cash flow strategies in MyEcon, that's basically what it's trying to get you to do. When it's talking about debt elimination, it gets you to put all your debt in and your recurring expenses, and then it gives you a method to be able to pay those off. All right, number 3, save for emergencies and the future. Being financially literate also means knowing how much money you need to save for what you want, emergencies and retirement, and building those savings. With the uncertainty brought by the pandemic, having money in an emergency fund to fall back on is crucial. The pandemic exposed just how little people were prepared for a loss of income or even their job, said Byron Labert, a certified financial planner at Raleigh, North Carolina based Canvas Bank Wealth Management. Lambert recommends setting up an emergency fund in a savings or money market account. Stash suggests that your emergency fund should have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in it. It should also be liquid so that you can take it out at the moments of notice if you need to. You should also start stocking away money for future purchases and for retirement with a 401k or an individual retirement IRA. You can open an IRA with Stash. Absolutely. And that's why I got Stash. So when I get profits, I take my profits, I sell off, whatever my stock, I take the profits and I push it over to the IRA. So this year so far, I was able to push over, I think, $700, $600, something like that. And I put it in the SPY, Chris. I put it in the SPY and I put it in one of Vanguard's.
Vanguard? Yeah, Vanguard, yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
I put it in one of those because it was so far, it was at 14% annual. So I know last year I think it got up to like 35%. So I started pushing the money over there.
That's good. Don't be taking my strategies.
What? All right, number 4. Invest to stay ahead of inflation and stay informed. If you're able to, one way to stay ahead of inflation and to build your financial literacy and hopefully savings is by investing. Ding, 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 ding. While you're not guaranteed a return on investment, investing money is a way to try and stay ahead of inflation. Hopefully, your return will outpace the rate of inflation. Mine did. If the inflation rate is currently 2%, for a simple example, and your portfolio had a return of 5%, your real return would be 3%. Yay! Y'all get that? Y'all get that? In order to
because of inflation.
Right, because of inflation, correct. In order to invest wisely, you should also stay up to date on the market and economy news. Learning about the economy and markets is also a way to increase your financial literacy. Sign up for Stash weekly newsletter, The Wallet, to stay informed. Bam. So, how financially literate people stay ahead? 1, they invest to stay ahead of inflation and they stay informed. 2, they save for emergencies and the future. 3, they make a plan to pay down their debt. 4, they learn how to budget with inflation in mind. That is. Let's talk about it, Chris. Let's talk about it. So,
all right.
So, I'll tell you guys to segue in before we go into our next little part. Thank you very much. My cousin loves me. Hallelujah. Last year, 2019. Was it 2019 when I got serious, Chris, or 2020? January 2020?
Yeah, January 2020.
It was January 2020. I decided that I would open a Stash account. So when I joined Stash, I put in my little $20 in the stash. And right when I did it, we decided we were gonna go through the whole stash application. Chris had already been in stash. He had already been using a stock back card, and they was just kind of walking me in, teaching me how to trade, how to use how to do my due diligence, things of that nature. And 3 months down the line is when the pandemic shutdown happened, and I was able to purchase my first couple stocks. Moderna was one of them that I purchased. So let me just give you guys a list of the websites that I learned to do my research before I talk about this article. So we would go to, they showed me FinViz. FinViz has its own built-in stock screener. This is FinViz. And I'll just put it the ticker since I brought it up at the time. Right? And as you can see, in 2000, what happened to the stock, it went all the way up. So I rode that wave all the way up to that $496, right? So we cut dollar cost value all the way up into Moderna. So you kind of see what happens, and then it kind of consolidates right here. And as you can see, this it gives the fundamentals. So they talked about, this is a quick view that you can see the fundamentals of the company, right? When you come to FinViz, you also, it'll tell you what Moderna is all about, gives you the ticker, name of the company, what they do, what industry they're in. All of that is important. Where's it housed? In the US. Then if you come down to the bottom, it also gives you market sentiment with some of the institutions out there and what their ratings are, right? What they're grading it as, whether it's upgrading, whether it's hold, downgrade, underperform, any of that, you can actually see that there. And then you come down a little farther and you can get some news on it, what's current. So you could do a lot of due diligence here, research on a stock or equity, right? You could do it, they taught me how to do a screener. I go to screener here. I got some, am I logged in? I'm not logged in, but I have some presets. Thunder contributed to that preset. Brandon, Chris and I and a bunch of others, we came up with a few, right? And what I mean by that, if some people always say, man, how do I look for stocks? You could come up with your own methodology. Once you start trading for a while, you start learning how to look for companies. You could come up with your own methodology. Let's say you want to just do penny stocks, right? Do anything under $10, anything under $5, right? It's penny stocks, right, Chris?
Yes.
Right. 5 or 10?
5.
Anything under 5.
Anything under 10, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. So 10, right? So you want to do penny stocks, anything on 10. Now we still at 138 pages, so we want to narrow this down even more. Let's say you only want to deal with companies in the US. Bam, that puts us down to 103. Let's say you want to do companies that actually have a dividend. Where's it at? Right here. A dividend yield, let's say less than 5%. Boom, now we down to 9 pages. Let's say we only want to do stocks that has earnings per share under $10, a dividend yield of less than 5% in the US, and it has an opportunity for you to get options contract. Boom. Now we're down to 3 pages. Okay, so now let's say we want to do, let's say volume. We only want to look at stuff where its current volume is more than 2 mil, Chris?
Uh-huh.
Over 2 mil.
Bam. Oh, volume should be
what's the wrong thing?
750 no. I forgot. Yeah, it's 2 million for volume, I think.
You said too much? Right?
I think it's, yeah.
It's over 750. So boom, now we're down to 1 page. We still have 14. We still 14 companies. And let's say you want to deal with What else we could do? Oh, market cap or a particular exchange. Let's do the market cap. I think we do market cap over 2 medium, I think. Let's just go medium. Bam, that puts you down to 4 companies. Look how we narrowed that down. So you see how that works? That's how you can do that.
I think it's 200 billion for market cap.
Oh, 200 billion? 200 billion. There we go. Bam. Well, still, you see how to narrow it down. You can find your own way when dealing with this, right? So this is one research. I know one. We got a pastor in the building, Andre. He loves the dividend stock, so boom. I know he appreciate that particular screener right there. Particular place you would go to look for dividend stock, or you would just Google dividend stock and then go through and see which ones you like? We talking about researching.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. I just research specific companies, and like I found an ETF, right? That is only $36 right now, but it's paying like $15, or is it $5? I think it's paying $5 a share. So imagine if you buy just buy 100 shares and you just let the money sit at $5. I mean, at $5 a share, right? Like that is crazy. Think about how much money that is. So I just do it like that. Like you try to see which pays the most. Obviously, you try to get into blue chip companies that pay the most because you want to watch your money grow as well as you watch your money compound, right? Because it's 2 different things. You know, the dividends give you this compound feeling, right. And then, you know, true growth, you know, is going to give you this exponential view of your money. So, you know, that's just my little methodology. It's not foolproof, but it's just something that has worked for me, to be honest. But you know,
phenomenal. All right, another research website we like to look at is Earnings Whisper. Okay, all these sites are free. You don't have to subscribe. It gives you enough data. You think about it. Go to Earnings Whisper. You look at the calendar, and it will tell you. See, on the week, it will give you those companies that have earnings before open, pre-market, and after hours. That earnings calls. So like you got Levi, Skillsoft, Resources Connect, and so on, right? You can look at these companies and develop a thesis on of whether or not you want to trade those companies. Okay. Anyone got anything you want to add? Y'all want to throw in? We just talking about different places to research. Or what do you want to think about? Now, Andre's big on behavior, right? That's it, right?
Yeah, I'm big on things that people will do rain, sleet, or snow within the marketplace, you know, because usually those companies will always last the test of time unless they be in a unless they're acquired in a merger, right? If you find something that people will do and continue to do, which is eat, or which is telecommunications, like an iPhone, you know, anything that has to do with, you know, your phone or, you know, food, now entertainment to an extent, right? So, you know, you want to, yeah, exactly. Just behavior patterns though, right? Like we all know that Apple will be a customer favorite. We also know that people will always drink Coca-Cola and Pepsi. We also know that for the most part, people will eat McDonald's. And, you know, and these people give good dividends. Apple is the weakest out of all of them for dividends, but everyone else give you a good dividend to the point where if you get at least 10 to 15,000 in it, you can let that money just sit and grow, you know? So, you know, that's just my approach on it.
I didn't even think about McDonald's. They do have a good dividend.
That was one of the first stocks I bought. That was my first job. It was easy to pick that one.
It was mine too. I think I have them in my stash account.
You ain't got that in your stash account.
And when you talk about growth company, he's talking about this. When you open it up, you see the fundamentals. and it's going that 45-degree angle to the right, it's called growth. The only time it had a pullback is because of the pandemic. Yeah. Good money. And it's only 51.46, but you could dollar cost value into it. Don't get afraid, because now we will let you do fractional shares.
Which
Yeah,
one you talking about?
McDonald's.
Yeah, the problem is that now, even with me, this time when we took that little 6-week dip in the marketplace, right? Like, for example, I think I was telling Chris this. Like, I was trying to dollar cost Apple to like $130, right? Because I got all of my shares at about $1.08, right? So I didn't want to go $1.50, $1.60, but you seen it dipped to the 149, and then it shot all the way back up to 178, right? Right now it's like 172, 173. And it shows you sometimes you can't even dollar cost average to the way you want, because I was literally trying to get at the 130 mark, and say, well, look, I got in at 108. I know I'm not going to see 108 again, but I didn't want to pay 150. You understand? And look how that got me. I ain't get nowhere near 130.
Nowhere near.
Yeah, nowhere near it, because I was literally waiting. Because if it had dropped to about $1.50, I'd have bought a quick 3 to 4 shares. If it had got to 130, I'd have jumped like $500-$600 on it, and just because I'm above 50 shares, so I was just like, yo, I dropped $4 or $5, 500 on it, just collect a few shares, but it didn't even go no near it. So I'm thinking now, really, the target price for people who's trying to get into Apple now, it should be about 160. If you see it going into the 160 range, you should jump on it. If it goes in, yeah. But like I said, with me, I was trying to get to the 130.
Let me go to Trader View. Yeah, it had. Let me put it in Trader View so I can see. I think this past week it went to once it went into that range.
What?
No, it did. It dropped. Wait.
It ain't. Trust me, it ain't go below one. It ain't go near
one. Oh, you're right. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I watch it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Me and my wives watch every day. I'm like, look, y'all, if I get away from my computer, my phone.
All right. Look, Drake, it dropped to 130. It didn't go to quite 131. Looked like
Wait, let me see. Hold on.
2000 in October last quarter.
Yeah, but I was already. What I'm saying is, at that time when I had already got it at 108, right? I was buying it up at 108. So for me, if you got in at 108, you ain't buying it at 130 if you had just bought them at 108. And I probably literally just bought them at like 108.
Oh, I see.
It was around about that time that I was telling y'all, everybody in one of those back chats, it was about when it did, let's say about middle. No, it was about middle. It was about this time last year, and I was telling people, listen, Apple's at 109, 110. Y'all need to buy now. Mm-hmm. Because I'm even your niece. What's her name? Your niece, Mo.
Keisha.
Yeah, the one in Buffalo, right?
Oh, Kayla.
Yeah.
Kayla. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the one in Buffalo. I remember, I was in her inbox showing her like, yo, I think she bought like 4 or 5 shares at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kayla, I forgot Kayla called me AT. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, so even at that time, so it's the only reason why I didn't get it was at 130, because I had already accumulated a certain amount at 108. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So those are
No.
some little tips. You read the article. All right. So this article on Stash is how to research stocks. And this is by the Stash team. It says consider the price over earnings ratio, profit and loss, and news when buying stock. Buying the stock of companies that interest you can be a great way to start investing, but it can be tough. It can be tough to figure out which are the better bets. All investments involve risk, and it's generally wise to learn how to research investments before adding them to your portfolio. Fortunately, there are some key numbers that may help you decide if an investment is right for you. Read on to learn how to research stocks and then flex your analytical muscles. All right, let's go. The theory, how to research stock. When you buy shares of a company, you're probably hoping their value will increase. Unfortunately, there's no crystal balls, but understanding the company better can help you make more informed predictions about how its shares might perform. Here are some important terms you may want to look at into when researching a stock. All right, so here we go. Let me turn this heat on, Lord. Revenues or sales. Revenue, revenue is the income a business creates, usually from the sales of goods and services. It's the lifeblood of a company. Without revenue, an enterprise cannot function alone. If revenue is increasing over time, that may show that the company is growing. All right, so now you guys know when you go to FinViz, let me go back. You stroll down. Here it is over here. This is Apple sales, 378.32 billion. That's what they're talking about. So when we say do your due diligence, look at the fundamentals, revenues. That's what we're talking about. That's where you go. That's where you look. If that was in the red, you might want to run a little bit. Unless you just taking risk. Okay. Net income. This is how much profit a company made, or what's left over after subtracting expenses, debt payments, and taxes from revenue. Net income is similar to the cash you have left after all your bills are paid. You heard that? After all your bills are paid. That's your net income. Hold on, let me send this link out. Number 3, price per earnings ratio, or price over earnings ratio. The PE ratio is the mathematical formula that comprises a company's stock price to its earnings per share. Investors use it to make educated guesses about whether a stock's price is high or low. This article can give you more details on how to research stocks based on their PE ratio. And we're looking at that's another component or area on the FinViz right here, PE. So they gave you 2 just on this website. 52-week range. This is the highest and lowest price of a stock in the previous year. It can help you suit out whether you're purchasing a stock near the top or bottom of its price range. That's on here as well. Let me see who's jumping in the room. Brandon. 52-week high. Let me see if 52-week high is on here somewhere. 52-week high. Here it is right here. 52-week high. That's the percentage. Here's the range. 52-week range right here. Right? So if you know the 52-week range, right, you're making certain decisions when it comes to the price action, you can look at the 52-week range and you can kind of decide as well. Let's go back. Earnings report. Public companies must file a 10-Q every quarter with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This document provides a view of the company's financial position. You can look up a company's report online using the SEC's EDGAR database. I think we went there before. Earnings reports can be complicated, but they're a rich source of information. Boom. That's why I brought up Earnings Whisper. Here we go. These are companies that's reporting earnings. You can kind of play into earnings. You look at the company, you can do an assessment of whether or not you want to take the trade, whether buying the stock outright or getting an options play. But that's more details. Get in one of these brothers' class. Andre will offer you information. Some of the other brothers will as well, but AE has a mentoring class and you can ask more questions and details off of what I'm sharing right now. These key indicators can help you research stocks. Stocks are generally available in stock charts, earning reports, or both. In addition, it's a good idea to consider non-numerical information like news reports, company press release, and public letters. And here on get that enough interests you. You may bet. I think it hit it on the head. These are just some to name a few. As you can see, when you go to FinViz, it's a whole list of fundamentals. These would definitely help you make a pretty good decision, put you in the right space. I think it mentioned, okay, that last part, it mentioned some of the companies and their filings. I think on TipRanks, you can see, let me just put in one recent move was Twitter and Elon Musk going purchasing 9.2% of their stocks. Let's see if they have it on here. Insider Trader, right here. So on TipRanks, if you click on Insider Trading, you can see where some of their board is either selling or buying stock in the company. Oh, I'm logged in if I do that part. Right. And then I think on, oh my God, I forgot where it was. And I noticed that it had information on the board. I'm breaking up. I'm sorry. The weather's bad, you guys. If I'm breaking up, I apologize. Got some bad weather over here. Let's see. TipRanks also gives a stock analysis. Right here, you'll see where they'll score the particular stock. Okay, give you a target price. It'll give you the analysis forecast. It'll give you blogger sentiment, hedgers, insider transactions, retail investors, what they're thinking, news sentiment, right? Technicals and so on, fundamentals. Like you have a plethora of information and you could really make a really educated decision by just digging into just this portion right here. Anyone wants to talk about research and some other information they can give on how to research or where to go? Some other areas, y'all can jump in when y'all want to. Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance gives you information on stocks. This is some other websites you can go to. You can put in, let's put in, and it even have a little screener.
Be right back.
I'll just put this. Oh, no problem. You have a little screener. You can put it in. You can get the summary of the company outlook, the chart, right? You can see conversations. See, they give you the chart, right? See conversation. Like they've made this research deal very easy for you. You can see the statistics on the company, right? Historical data. So basically, Gives you the price. Look, you can see how the price flow over time. Basically, it's just a matter of what websites you are comfortable with or you prefer when you want to go in and check it out, right? You can see how everybody's doing in reference to what they're buying, this, that, or whatever on the board. You see what I'm saying? It'll give you historical over time, 2018 to 2021. You can kind of see how they're running with their revenues. You know, it's called growth. You should be able to see it going up. Okay. Same thing, that analysis. Options. Show you its options. Who's buying what? Show you a little flow. Little. Who's holding shares in that institutions that are holding shares in that company. You can see who's doing what when they reported it, right? Hey, listen, we should have just been following the money. We'd have known they were getting ready to make a move, huh? Everybody bought some money in December. Mutual fund holders. That's what they reported. So that's research. Okay. All right. Sustainability. Boom. You can see how they rank them. Sustainability. Oh, I know where I wanted to go. So there was a part in here mentioned the Agar database. Let me go there. I'm gonna show you another database too that you can add to this. I'm just sticking with this because that's what I got on my mind right now. Right? So here's the Agar database. Here's what we was talking about when I was talking about the company's filings, and you could tell who's doing what and what they're reporting, okay, what they're disclosing, okay. Get to know these. I think they call them tea leaves report, tea leaves, I think. So here's some more information, teach you how to use, and they'll even teach you how to use this particular site. See, every website has resources and it will show you how to navigate their website. Now, the thing is, you have to give up some time to be able to do this. The other website I want to show you, I have to Google it. Make sure I get it right. It's where the FDA calendars, the fiducial calendar. This is when you're looking, here it is, the biopharmacalis. This is when you're looking to see what medicines and things like that that have been approved. You can kind of use these dates and kind of play on these dates. Because sometimes they make a move to the upside, and sometimes if they don't do well in their trials, they make a move to the downside. What's up, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
So you have, and then you got the fiducial. Where's it at? Am I already? No.
I don't know.
What you talking about?
What's up, Brandon?
Brandon chillers. So this is the FDA calendar, and then you got the fiducial calendar. So boom, look, it would tell you. This is historical data. Let me go back. Here we go. So if you click on it, it'll give you the FDA calendar, and it'll give you the fiducial calendar. This is the one I was looking for, and it'll give you the dates. And so you kind of, if you're doing some study on these companies and you think they're and you see that their trials are going really well, you could play into these companies' diligence. You all want to add? Anything you all want to add? Let me bring in Webull, because Webull also has his own scanner. What's up, Brandon?
What's going on? You called me?
Yeah, I did.
My fault. My sister came
I
to
was
me.
trying to.
Yo, they calling you. I was like, oh shit, I'm trying to put on the pizza.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to see what if you had any info you wanted to add in on market research, researching stocks. This
There's one
go ahead, do your
website.
thing. You come back.
Oh no, I really don't have anything. It's just a website. It's called I think the last10k.com. It breaks down all the actual filings, all the what is it, 8Ks, 10Ks, forms for.
Okay, do I spell it out or there's a number?
Just a number. Yeah.
Okay, boom.
And basically,
and the 10Ks is where the company. Go ahead.
No. You got it.
You talking about this one? Mm-hmm.
No, it's just an add-on to what you pretty much saying. Where if you're having a tough time trying to find somebody's filings or whatever, come directly to the site. Normally, I think this is a paid subscription. It won't give you all of the actual goods, but I mean, like, you have enough to know what's going on. So if you go to like the filing of the ES right above, where's it at? Yeah, like click on Apple.
Mm-hmm.
And then off on the left-hand corner or right-hand corner, type in the ticket that you want to look at.
Oh, right here. Okay. We can just think about Apple since we got it up. Oh, so it'll give you a PDF and everything.
Right.
And tell you who did some inside trading and who did what at what time in the company.
Right.
Okay.
There's also a video I'm put in the back chat. I don't know if you guys watch the Come Up series where they do a deep within depth of how to read, all these filings. I mean, I know Oba did one before, but there's another one where it shows the actual breakdown and what each, filings mean. So give me a second. I'm gonna throw that in the back.
Okay. That works out. So here's another website for you all. So far, man. Oh, and the last one, another website, investing.com. And this is where we always go to look at the futures. And then you just click right here at the futures, scroll down. So on Sundays, sometimes you see Brother African Report go live, or you'll see in our back chat, they'll post this screen here for the futures market. Okay. I can't break down the futures market. But there's the pricing, that's the technical, whatnot. Sell, strong sell. Oh, yes, indeed. They tell, hey, listen, you cannot say you don't have enough information out there. So you want to bookmark these links and you can kind of make a decision on your own. Let me go to, all right. Let's see what else we got going on. So let me go back. All right, so that's research. Did I lose my information? Let's be right here. Okay, so far we've talked about financial literacy, educated you on it. We've also added how financial literacy people think.
Oh,
and now
you got the Federal Reserve Bank of New York.
Oh, Federal Reserve Bank of New York.
You got the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Did you show the economic calendar on?
Oh no, let me do that.
.com. Okay.
Oh wait, let me show the Federal Reserve Bank of New York.
Go back to investing.com first.
Okay, investing.com right here. What you want me to show?
The economic calendar.
Oh, I didn't show that on here. Where's it at? Do I need to search it on here?
No, click on calendar.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh, hell no.
Let me do more. Hold on. Mhm.
Go to tools real quick. Or maybe it's under,
There it
yeah,
is.
there you go right
You're right.
there.
Economic calendar. Screenshot it. We can have holiday, earnings calendar, dividends calendar, split. Oh, I need to look at the split calendar. Split calendar, IPO calendar. And it has its own little screener. Like, wow, like all of these sites give you all, oh my goodness. Listen, it's just a matter of you exploring them, taking some time and deciding which one you prefer. So this is the economic calendar. I don't know how to read it, but I'm sure there's a tutorial. Mm-hmm. Right? Ooh, look, they even got a Fibonacci calculator on here. And I have a new desktop, so I'm benchmarking this stuff again, bookmarking it.
Uh-huh.
What was the other one you said, Chris? Before you Federal Bank, but
use the Federal Bank of New York. So you can go to markets and policies implementation. Hello. Did Mo freeze up?
you know the weather is bad. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Huh? You broke
Can you
up,
hear
so
me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I was saying go to
The weather is bad. So.
Yeah. It was good for a little bit and then it went out.
I know the weather's bad, so can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you go to
Okay,
look?
scroll down.
Okay, show down.
I'm finna show you. So what you want to find is reverse repo operations.
Oh, reverse repo. Reverse repo. I want to see it on this one.
Okay, go back up.
Mm-hmm.
Click on hold on real quick. It looked different on the website, on the laptop. Hold on 1 second. We got to get this right. Monetary policy. No, that ain't it. A monetary policy, you can find the beige book. But
What are you guys looking for?
no, this is should be under marketing policy.
Looking for reverse repo. I could type it in.
No, hover over it.
Cover what?
Like,
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it
Left
should
hand
be on
side.
the screen.
My bad. There it is.
Now this is where you find out how much money they reverse repo into the stock market on a daily basis, and they have not stopped. Another 1.7 billion today.
Oh. Reverse repo. Wow.
Now how money printing, how this works is they basically get the banks to engineer this. So you get Chase or JP Morgan Chase, you get Goldman Sachs or any of Wall Street banks to engineer the actual money printing operation. They just transferring debt notes or IOUs.
Mm. Mm.
And so today they put in 1.7 billion to mature tomorrow, Thursday, April 7th.
Mhm.
Maturity date.
Yep. So now break it down to layman's term. This is my first time hearing this, so you gotta explain.
Break what down in layman's term?
I mean, explain what it means to reverse repo.
I just did. I just told you that.
The banks give the Feds money?
No. So the Federal Reserve the banks have an account at the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve has an account at these Wall Street banks. So all they're doing is transferring. They just putting numbers in, and they put that in as a buy to put the money into the stock market.
Oh.
It's an injection.
So I give you money, and then I take it back?
When you take it back after it matures and sales, that's why it says a maturity date tomorrow. So It's going to mature tomorrow. And we know what's tomorrow, Thursday?
Yep.
So what normally happens when they inject money through a reverse repo operation?
Mm.
You don't know?
That's what I'm asking.
It pushes the stock market up, Mo.
Okay. Because they put money into it.
Yes.
Oh. So if it matures tomorrow, I should have bought me some calls.
But you don't know when it's going to hit, though.
I know. I do have a call in to put, though.
Okay.
On the SPY. I have a call in to put on the SPY.
Okay.
And the only reason I ain't sold that bad boy today, because I ran out of trades on Webull, because that's where it was at.
What you mean you ran out of trades?
Because, man, I traded, instead of me buying at the time when I did the Twitter thing, buying more than one call at the same time, I didn't. And I did 3 in a day because I was making the dollars on it.
Oh, so then the money didn't go back into your account yet.
No, I have the money. I ran out day trades.
Well, what I mean is that, so your money is settled or unsettled?
No, I already bought them. I heard the only reason I didn't sell them.
Oh, okay. Because you said you couldn't. Because you said you couldn't make no. I'm trying to figure out if they stopped you from doing that.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't sell them. I purchased it. I have the money. Oh no, I'm stacking my money so I can buy some Amazon. What you think?
Amazon? What you mean?
Isn't Amazon supposed to do a 20-to-1 split in June?
Yeah.
Yeah, buy some Amazon. So you don't think that's a good idea?
Quick question.
I thought they didn't put a date on Amazon.
Yeah.
They did.
They did. June 3rd, they make the transaction. June the 6th is going to be available to buy.
You sure that's not Google?
Huh?
That's not Google?
Should be Amazon too.
It's right here, Sonny. Look.
Oh, no, I was asking because I was reading something the other day that said that they have approved it to get the split, but they need to talk to. They're going to have a meeting basically and have see what the shareholders say in May.
Oh, well, yeah, they probably is, but okay. So the projected date, they said Amazon stock will take place on June the 3rd, 2022. The shares trade on a split adjustment basis starting June the 6th, 2022. The split was
that's when it's gonna happen. They already voted on it.
Good investment, please.
See, when they send y'all those notifications in your emails telling you to vote now,
Yeah, I get them.
I don't think y'all be paying attention to that
I
stuff.
do. I do.
Let me pull it up right now and show me a vote that you did.
A vote that I did.
Yeah,
Hold
that
on.
you voted on.
Let me check. Hold on. It goes to my email, my other email. I don't want to pull that email up online.
Okay. But you can screenshot it to me then.
Let me see. Don't be over here trying to call me bluff. Shoot.
Got the call cap somewhere.
Look. You fired. Hey, Twitter about to get an edit button. Let me see.
Yep. Yeah. It needs one. I don't know why it don't have it.
Look, vote M1. My M1 sent me March the 26th. Vote down. The swap, the US large cap growth ETF. Your vote counts. Let's send it to this peanut head.
Did you vote on it?
Uh-huh.
No, you didn't.
Be over here trying to call somebody bluff. Whatnot. That's the one I wanted to let me show that one. I wanted to I'm sorry, y'all. We're talking about investment research. Kind of got off a little bit. Chris over here always trying to punk me. About to punk me this year, Brandon.
Oh, you gonna call out Brandon, boy? That's tough.
Oh, hold up. What happened?
He just called you out, Brandon. You ain't even do that.
Right. Like, what I do? What happened? What she say?
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to Chris. Look, I got this ETF in my. I got this ETF in my M1 account.
Which ETF is that?
Charles Schwab, the corporation. Oh, Brandon left and came back.
No, I'm here.
Who is that? Another Brandon?
No, that's me. I'm trying to log in through my computer.
Oh, okay. I got this ETF in my M1, and it's done really good. And it did this is the one I wanted to put. Let me do 1 year. This is the one I wanted to put my profits in, from Stash, but then it wasn't. Its percentage was like 7%. So I put my profits in. I put them in the Vanguard one, the VO, this one right here.
Oh, okay.
So it was at 14% for the year. So this is the one I used. I changed it. I changed my mind and I put it in this one. Then you can see why. So that's where I have my profits going. I was trying to get me one because I was like, woo, I missed out on this. If it did over 37% last year in growth, Vanguard and my M1 account. Remember you had to do M1? Yeah. My M1
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing fractional shares or are you doing the whole dollar amount?
Oh, I did dollars.
Okay.
So basically when I make a profit in my stash account, when I sell it, I put it in my my RRE. I have maybe I looked at that wrong.
What you mean? What you looking at?
Because my hold on, I'll open up this one because it's not that much money in it. Let me figure out what's my login. I'm gonna show you my M1. Well, let me find out. Let me get in on this side over here, and then I'll bring it back. My M1. So M1 is another tech account. I like that one. Let me log in and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you that one and why I chose that ETF. We're just sharing information, you guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. I finally started getting up in the morning, starting to feel a little better. Share information. Let me make sure it's not showing my number. All right, I think I shared the screen. Okay. Yeah, but I'll be preparing for another surgery soon, so whatever.
Ooh.
So I figured, yeah, I'm gonna have knee surgery. Let's see. That means I get to play with y'all a lot on the live stream.
Oh, no. That ain't what that means.
I ain't gonna be able to move. For a little bit. Okay, so I had put $120 is what I put into this account. So I chose the domestic growth one. I can edit this and choose my pie, what I want to put in this. So I chose this one. These are the 3 TFs in that group. So as you can see, this is the returns right now. Now, I mean, I should have put the thing where I wanted to put it. Remember I said, I don't know where I got that data information from. It said 7%, and this one said 14%. I don't know where I was getting that from, but I should have came here. So don't worry, I'm gonna sell it and put it in there tomorrow. I want my profits because if I'm up 29, if it's growing 29%, last year I think it grew 35 or 42%, something like that. So I want my money to grow.
You can't get that.
Shoot. Yes, I can.
You know why?
Why?
Because you acting like everything is all good in the market, and it don't work like that. Do you have inflationary stocks in your ETF? If you don't, you ain't getting that this year. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me see. Let's see. What's in this one?
Remember the data. Remember the data.
Yep. Hold on. So in this ETF, and it gets a little dividend. Where's Andre? So this is where I have to make decisions, right? So I know I'm gonna get the return, right? But I'm like, okay, I want the return and the dividend.
Hold on. Pause.
What?
VIG.
Don't fall in love with dividends. Find out if the company is producing or not. So it don't matter if the stock got dividends and the company sucks. It ain't performing.
Okay, you're right. But I said I wanted both.
Right on.
What'd you say, Brandon?
I said VIG.
VIG. That's an ETF?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, wait, give me 1 second. I was trying to get the what's in this particular ETF so I could show it, but I don't see it. You said VIG? I think I got that. Do I got that one? Oh, you telling me that because it has a dividend too and it got some money?
Yep.
Fancy. Trying to this.
Mr. Bombastic.
Hey, are you only allowed probably 3 stocks in M1?
No. You can have a whole pie, which is about 100 stocks.
Okay.
100 stocks per pie.
Okay. I was about to say, why don't you go ahead and try to come up with like a long thesis within M1 of all the stocks that you like, and watch it over time.
Mm-hmm. Go to
You have-
1 year. Go to 1 year on the Vanguard right there. Oh no. She done did something. Hold on, more chaotic over there.
It mute. I've been talking to myself the whole
Yeah,
time.
we was trying to Brandon was trying to tell you something. You went in, you didn't even respond.
I was responding. He just didn't hear me.
Fired, man. You fired.
Where you want me to go? I didn't know it was muted. Where you want me to go?
I was telling you, see if look at the 1 year on that look at the 1 year on that ETF right there. Cause you had the
first one?
Whatever you just had up a while ago.
Oh, this one. 1 year?
Yeah.
This is the 1 year. Oh wait, that's not that's the
And
whole
it's
thing.
up what?
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me go back. No, 1 year. That's the 1 year.
Okay. And it's up. You got this in your portfolio?
In my IRA and stash.
Okay, so on the year it's up $9, which is 13%.
Right.
Now,
so the other one, yeah, so I did read it right. Hold on, let me see. The other one.
It's only got the dividend is only 0.43.
Yeah. Let me see. Brandon told me to check this one. VIG. I'm trying to give me a good one. Oh, this one got a good dividend. So basically my Swatch was a better deal then. Right? Oh, let me look at the other one.
Yeah, if you want to look at the other one through that was it Trading View?
Ooh. Oh, this one needs to come out of my darn profile. Trading View, yeah. I'm gonna. You said go to Trading View?
Yeah, go through Trading View and look at that one.
Go here. Okay, so right now what I'm doing, you guys, I'm just trying to put my profits. Trying to see where to put my profits for the year. Let's see.
I'm all laughing at it.
Oh, Brandon. I see.
What you say?
Yeah, this as a growth. let me close this. Shoot. Yeah, it's nice with it. For real.
Now check out the 1 year.
1 year. I mean, it pulled back a little bit, but that's for January. But it looks like it's
recovering.
Looks like it's finding its way back.
Now what did it just do right there at that?
This is daily.
No, I'm saying what did the moving average just do?
My moving average is getting ready to cross. You just crossed the go, huh?
No, I'm just saying. No, that's just one of the significant signs that the stock might go back up, or this ETF might go back up again.
Okay. I see you, Brandon. I see you. Call me bluff.
Now, that's what you get for trying to call me out. Ain't that right, Chris?
That's right. That's right. He did try to do that.
I
How
was
about
not.
don't listen to me? Yeah, we got it.
Man,
What y'all want to talk about? Y'all always got something going on. What's up, Sonny? Sonny always got something going on. What you guys want to share to the what you want to contribute to the conversation of Mark researching your stock? That's what we talk about. We talk about financial literacy. We went to researching your stock. That's what we had this morning. Me and Chris had a pretty good dialogue for an hour. Boom, I'll double back in tomorrow. Basically, what I'm doing, you all, just trying to get some education, because some people say we talk over the head, the lingo they can't follow. So basically, we just went to the Stash website, and then on the spool, it's cutting up out there. You hear me?
Storming like that.
yeah, I hear you.
You hear it?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's raining.
Yeah, we got tornado warnings.
Uh-oh.
And then on our Stash website, we basically, let me go back. We basically go into the learning tab just to kind of show you guys how you can educate yourself. We started here. What does it mean to be financially literate? And then we worked our way down. Earlier, we talked about how financial literate people stay on top of their money. And then we went here with how to research your stock. So we kind of give you some areas where you actually, some resources you can go to. Each one of these articles gives its sources of what it's using. And we're going to work our way through these each morning, once on Wednesdays in the afternoon. And hopefully you pick up some tips on how to trade or where to go to further your education in trading or your financial literacy.
Financial literacy. I mean, again, for anybody
go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, I'm just saying for anybody who's just starting out with this, I mean, the first thing you got to do is just watch. I know you're not going to get it the first time. You're not going to get it the second time. You're going to get some understanding the third time. And then after a while, you soaking in all this, this gibberish. It becomes, fluent to you real quick and real soon. And then from there, you're going to start implementing it to your own strategies or your own bank account. You're not going to be scared to take $100 out like Mo was. Ha! Called you out again.
You on the road.
Mo was scared. Okay,
Let
me $5. Just $5.
$5 too.
Yeah, I didn't want to spend them $5.
All right. But look at it. Did you show your gains the other day or no? I don't want to throw it out there.
Oh, okay, wait.
Yeah,
I'm going to pull up.
Show the Twitter.
I was like, what? No, she didn't do that.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on
Brandon.
here?
No, Brandon, you should know, Brandon, because remember, you and I was on a live stream together. And I said, when I was on Black Box, I kept saying there's a lot of flow into it. I didn't know what he meant. I just know there's a lot of flow. It was sitting there for a while.
Tuesday, I want to say week before last or last week.
Yeah, and it was sitting there for a while. And the next day after you and I got off the live stream, I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy this Twitter call, and I'm going to do it for me like everybody else.
Right.
And then the next morning, I was like, what the hell?
Mo copied trade, man. I know she stole that trade from somewhere.
From Black Box, of course.
Yeah.
I didn't steal it. I pay a $100 monthly subscription to get educated.
Hey, that Black Box.
I did not steal it.
I was up 3 o'clock up last night on that Black Box. That's dope. I like this platform.
Oh, you got on it?
I got on it. Yeah, I was watching. What's her name? Not Teresa, but the other lady.
Maria.
The one who does the actual. No, it was Teresa. Who does the intros and the beginnings. Yeah, I was listening to her for like 3 hours.
I was trying to get on that class. Don't let me forget the class, Brandon, next time.
No, it's cool. Click on the calendar.
You got to remember yourself.
No, you can
don't
click on the calendar.
Copy, Brandon.
Listen, Chris,
use you, Brandon.
Be quiet, Chris.
Don't use Brandon like that.
Hold on, Mo. Go to Black Box right quick.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Black Box. Chris, be quiet.
She said, "Hush."
Mo, I'm not letting you do Brandon like that this time.
So Corey, I think it was Corey or one of the other guys told me about the alerts, and I put the app on my phone. So when I put the app on my phone, I was like, Oh, let me.
I told you about the alerts because I've been getting them.
Okay. So Over said if you use Black Box just by looking at just by checking out their stuff, just by checking, hey, don't sign up. You should have used one of our links so we could get the affiliate.
No, yeah, definitely get a affiliate link. I mean,
Who's trying to buy a link?
Right.
Huh?
Better stop playing.
Yeah, you can make your money back. Dang, matter of fact, if you just missed the $5 for a month, you know what I'm saying? You just missed out on the deal with Black Box.
That's what I got. I get like on the last day.
Yeah. Missed out, man.
Like this screen, I actually like it though. It's dope. It's easy to use.
Yeah.
It's no nonsense with it.
You can see the dark pool data,
Yep.
finding out how they be, buying 1 million shares. And then after hours, you wonder why SPY jumping after hours is because the dark pool. They find it up.
Oh, what happened to Mo? Mo left.
I think her phone probably froze for a second because of the weather.
Oh. I mean, I like the news portion of it. Like the news is right there. You don't have to go search for it. That's what's crazy. I like that part.
Yeah. Real talk.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, Chris. You get the goats? Are you gonna get the goats?
Get the what?
Get the goats. The Jordan ones, the grays?
The grays?
No, what is it? The Jordans, the number ones with the goat. It's got like a picture of a goat on it.
Oh, yeah. I know. I think they called the heirlooms or something like that. Yeah. I think I posted them the other day. Yeah, I'm gonna get them. You want those, Brandon?
Man, hell yeah, I want them.
I got you, bro. Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah, they got the gold on the tag. I liked it. Yeah, they finna go crazy for those, man. It's crazy how these shoes are now, bro. They wasn't like this before the pandemic.
Oh no,
when
not
the
at all.
pandemic happened, they started going crazy for these, man.
My bad, y'all.
Come on, she finna get in the way. What were you just talking about?
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, chop it up. You got it.
No, we can go back to Black Box, but no, Brandon was just talking about the Jordans. He gonna get a pair. I'm finna see if you gonna buy your pair or not.
Oh, I'm buying mine.
You know how much it costs, right? Yeah, Brandon, these fire. Yeah, they call it the stealths.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah, the stealths, man. These are fire. Yeah, $260, and you gotta pay my fee too. So
charge a double.
I'll just
Charge a double.
Yeah. For like $420.
Right. Get her.
You trying to charge me double?
Yeah, boy.
Okay, I'm about to show you. I might log into it.
All right.
Did y'all give whoever was asking your link for Black Box?
Who asked for my link? No, Dion in the on the Zoom trial.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me stop sharing. Let me see. Black Box. Yeah, it's Brandon, you already know how to make some good money. You're gonna make more.
Like I started on it yesterday, the day after yesterday. But yeah, I like that. I like that platform.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, Mo? You breaking up?
Yeah, it look crazy. Yeah, Black Box is crazy. It's crazy. I put it on the 65-inch, bro. Yo, you see everything on there. God, no. It's loud and fire. You gonna make your money back with your subscription fee though. But if you got the $5 deal, man, I hope y'all got that $5 deal, man. We was promoting it everywhere too.
But I make that back.
What the hell?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I'm trying to find my password.
No.
Okay, I got it. Let me share my screen so you can show me where to go. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I think it's on education.
You got class this evening? Oh, I missed it.
Oh, you
Right,
didn't?
it is. Oh yeah, they do something in the morning at 9 a.m. I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay, go education.
Yeah.
Look, they in the chats right now.
Oh yeah, look at them. They deep. Go to class calendar.
Class calendar.
And then which one are you trying to do? You trying to do was it option flow or
All of them.
So
all of them. I should have did this today. Dark
no, wait, hold on. Click on it.
Did you do it?
No, watch. Boom, there you go. You got a link to rewatch it.
Or to rewatch it?
Yep.
Oh, I can't play it live.
Yeah, don't play it live though.
No, don't play it live.
Yeah. Oh, we got to go back to our Tuesday close sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah. Y'all better join the team. We got to go back to our Tuesday close session. What's up? What, Brandon?
Huh? No,
what you trying to say?
No, that was it.
Yeah. So I definitely want to understand the options flow and the basics in general. In the dark pool, I think I know where it's at, but
try last month. Go to the next month. Prior month.
Previous month.
Yeah, previous
What
month.
we should do is get up in the morning and hop on to the class or whatnot.
Oh,
and just do it like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said when I'm like I did and don't go live and just play the class.
Yeah.
As a group setting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay, that works. Well, we already up. We already been getting up for the last week. Me and Sonny. Then Chris popped in. Sunday abandoned me this morning.
Because you be getting up at random times. You don't even tell nobody. You don't want nobody to come. That's why.
No, you know what? Honestly, I have more people watching in the mornings at wee hours in the morning, 5. I guess that's the West Coast folk, than I do in the evenings.
That's crazy.
They be in that deep. They be looking for Garfield most of the time when they get caught up.
Yeah.
You come in like, hi, gotcha. He ain't here.
Yep.
We talking about money over here. Not that.
But they show you got the alert stream, and they'll tell you which how to read some of this stuff to know when to move. And then the pre-market. You know what? I had my screen where you could see the whole thing, and I forgot how to open it up again.
What do you
mean? I just want to see just the pre-market was on, just that screen. Like just this area right here, I want the whole screen.
Oh, the whole screen?
Yeah, I forgot how to move the stuff over. Right here you got the volume. I used to look at the volume a lot. And then you got the news, and then you got the chat. And in the chat, I always go to the team trades. Bam. They be going in and out. They be going in and out these trades. And
Mhm.
if you paying attention, I always do my due diligence first though. I look at it, I go look at the chart or
Yeah.
whatnot. But I'm gonna show you what I don't know if I can see it on here. It was a options flow. I don't see it on here. On my app, I have it. Y'all know where it's at?
It should be oh, you can't
Look,
really
I think
get
it's
it
right
on the
here.
app.
It's right here.
Yeah, it's up there on
Options right here.
yeah.
It's right here.
Maybe
So
it's
right
not.
here on the options flow. Yeah, on the options flow. Now when I click options flow on the app, it only shows the only one with a high flow. Oh, let me put the ticker right here. I'm gonna just put it right here because on the app it showed just it had a lot of flow. See, look at all this flow on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And it been like this since March the 25th. See, on the app, you can see, well, this gives you more data, but on the app, I seen all of the calls for May the 20th. Me and Brandon was on the stream, and I had been looking at it for a while, and I was like, why did they do that on April the 25th? And I kept trying to figure it out, and I said, you know what? What happened? Another set of. Let me look at my phone. I'm gonna tell you what day it came in. Another set of flow. When the second set of flow came in, because you can't see it right there, it say flow plays. The second flow came in on March the 31st. And when that flow came in, I said, oh, something's going on. I'm going to buy one and I'm just going to sit on it. And I didn't know Elon Musk was going to do what he did. And the next morning, that happened. And if I'd have stayed a little longer, but I was like, they ain't about to give me. Let me go and get this money right now. As soon as that bell rung. And that, let me show you what happened. I'm going to show you. It was funny too. I had just woke up. I woke up. It was 9. I think it was 9:20. It was like 9:20. It was hold on, let me go. It's like 5D. Right here. Right. Nope, that wasn't April the 1st that happened. When did that happen? Must have been. It just happened. What, yesterday? That's the 5th. Must have been right. Yeah, it had to be right here because it went to the 54. Right. Soon as the bell rung. When the bell rung on the 5th, when the bell rung and that stock shot up to this, I say, boop. So we screenshot the thing. It was funny. I said, whoa, what is this? I ain't never had this. I ain't never had this kind of play. Never. So I didn't plan it out. I saw the flow on Black Box. And I went for it. I'm going to screenshot it and put it in my email. I think I spent, and I made 148, 72, another 200 off of this Twitter, all the way up until I think it started kind of consolidating. And then I bought a put because I'm learning to get a little smart. When they shoot up like that, they bound to come back down.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought a put and it went up to like 2 something. And I'm trying to do the charts at the same time. Okay, let me put them in a little collage. Or I can show them both. Don't put them in the collage. So you can see them side by side. And I'm learning to do that. So that when I have to show somebody, I can point out exactly what it is I did. Oh, let me go back. Hey, what's up, brother AE? Let's see, where's this thing at? Right next to the.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
I'm trying to get this chart.
Gotta get my Black Box merch. Got to get the Black Box merch.
Oh, you gonna get some merch?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hold on. I'm messing this up right here. I'm
We
trying to
need
pull
that. We need that Money Crats merch too.
and who?
Money Crats. Look at that. Look at
Oh,
that, Brandon. She don't even know. She lost in the sauce.
you
She
fired.
lost. She lost.
Y'all fired. I'm not fooling with y'all, D. Y'all tripping.
You hear that, AE? She don't even know who the Money Crats is.
I know.
She ain't paying attention to class.
Brady, you keep on following Chris. You hear? Chris is about to be fired. Hold on. Let's see. I'm about to send it to my email. Now I can pull it up. It's loading right now. And then I was like, I was so excited. I didn't even look at the chart to see if I should stay in. That thing went from 47 to 54. I was like, oh man, but it's all good. Because I was like, I didn't even look back. I'm not looking back. I was like, I'm gonna take my little cash and roll out.
You had sold it at
Here we
what,
go.
like 52 or 53?
47. 47.
Oh,
Remember,
dang.
I had a $44. Yeah. Yeah. So it had gone more, but sometimes I have to do work in the morning, so I don't have time. So I was like, I'm not about to lose like I did before, because I've had these opportunities before and I ended up losing out because I couldn't pay attention to the darn, what was going on. And I didn't chart it out, so it ain't like I could put a stop loss on it or something, or a trail or nothing like that. So when I woke up and I looked, I say, hey, sale to close.
I gotta take that.
I didn't even think about it. But what I did do, so this was the chart. So on open, you see what it did? It ran up. But look, this is where I'm learning to catch the chart where I sold it at. And it hadn't even hit the peak yet. So but because I had already had the options, it went on and ran up on it. And I did that with Brandon. Like I said, you and I, it was the next day after we seen that flow. And let me print the screen. I'll show you how it looks on the black box on the app. If you click on the flow on the app, it looks a little different. It'll say a flow play. And I had been looking at it, but I couldn't figure out. Remember, we had gone to the charts, Brandon. Remember, we had gone to it to try to. We was trying to figure out what was going on with it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and spend that little. I think I spent 125. And so I was like, I started capturing the charts at the time of the play, so I can actually see and go back and study my scenarios and things of that nature. I'm trying to grow up a little bit.
That's one of those one-off events right there. Like, you called it at the perfect time.
I did. Yeah. So this is what it looks like on the app. A flow play. It's an option on the bottom. Right?
Whoa.
Huh? What happened?
I thought you held it to like 52 or 53.
No, I already had it. I got another one, and I made another 200 on it. 200, and then I bought and then I end up buying a leap to see if I can run them simultaneously, and I did. And then I went out and looked at bar chart, and then I bought a put, and then that did good. I just wanted $20 from there, though. I was just trying to penny pinch it as the day went by. Then I ran out of day trade. Then I had to go try to put money in my Thinkorswim, and I ain't get it in there quick enough. But what happened was it had this flow was on the bottom. It had 325, so they had the 325, and then I had just been watching it like, what does that mean? And then on the 31st, this popped up. I said, oh, something's going to happen. I'm buying one. And I purchased one. And I just left it there because I just figured if May 20, it had all of that flow. And look, everybody must have sold their contracts that had that initial April 25th who had purchased on April the 25th because it went away. So then this flow stayed. So I said, oh, if it's gonna stay with this expiration date 4/29, then something must have continually gonna happen. So I purchased 2 more contracts and I'm sitting on them and they in the money right now. Both of them,
Contract.
huh?
What?
They're both in the money.
What stock is that?
That's Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's how that went. That's what I seen on there, and I just did my little due diligence. You know, I get excited, and I get to selling stuff. Y'all know how I go. But on the desktop, if I was to click, well, I clicked on it so you could. Well, I brought it up. You could see all of the flow. You know, that came in. But this is just looks like just for April. But I was playing off of what had came in March.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah. So anyways, that's just one of the many things that go on in Black Box that's make it, you know, you get to the information a little quicker to me. And you could click on any of I was looking at one point I was looking at this one right here, but I think I didn't do the options on it because I think I was too slow with it or whatnot. Let me see the SPY. I think some people bought some SPY puts today.
Hey Mo, right quick, what was the percentage gain that you got from that?
Oh, on that one? Oh,
Yeah.
it was 6. It was 444%. Now I paid 125 for it. And like Sonny asked me, if you look at the chart, you could clearly see that the chart went to 54. So me, being who I am, you know I ain't about to wait. I should have, but I didn't. But I didn't. Because sometimes I waited, I'll look at the chart. If I get busy, you know, and I'm doing stuff, I don't have time to put alerts and stop. I just don't have time. So I'll just make the decision and go, and I'm okay with that. But at some point, I'm sure I'll get better with that. So what I did was I said, I'll just buy a couple more and we'll see where it goes. So I bought down here, I bought one and it went up. I think I sold it. That's when it went up to the 200, when I made the $200 or something like that. And I think I bought right here. And I basically did that based on how it was kind of almost. But what I thought about was I put my charts on, this is a 5-minute chart. Let me go to, I'll be on a 1-hour chart when I first start off in the morning. Let me take off this because I don't usually have this up. I usually have just the moving averages. Let me put just the moving average. Yep, let me show you. This is, I usually have just, if I'm doing research and I want to come look, I can kind of know what I'm gonna do based on just the moving averages. So I kind of just put those up on the screen. Yeah, I have to read my news on. I'm not doing a good job of reading my news yet on time. Trying to get ahead of it. But anyways, so I already knew. One of them got the same color. Hold on. Let's see. I gotta come off this color. There we go. That's 20. What is this one? Yeah, sorry. I already knew that, I'm a stickler for my moving averages. When that 20 crossing like that it was probably going to be, some pretty good. I came out of it anyway because I didn't have time. I just needed to have something to do.
Hey Mo.
Because I seen those movie hours, so I always look at the 1 hour, and then I drop to the 15 minute, and then which gives me the same look to that day, and then I'll drop to the 1 minute, and I'll still look at that, see what's going on. As you can see, it was making this move, and I was like, okay, that's good enough for me. So I bought 2 more contracts. And just kind of, but I bought them out though. I didn't buy them. I bought them with a longer expiration date, but not.
Hey,
And
hey
they
Mo.
still, huh?
Mo. Right there
Yeah.
where you have it, try to put the MACD
Okay.
on the 13
Okay.
instead of the 20.
MACD. I know you're trying to teach me, then I gotta learn, Lord. MACD. You said put it. You talking about like right here?
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Put it put
Right
that
here.
one on 13. Yeah, put it on 13.
Uh-huh.
And then for your slow length, put
20.
48.
48. That's what you talking about. You fired.
And then yeah, I got something else for you, but I'll tell you about that later. But when you see that, it's more you'll see a more crisp outlook whenever it breaks on a price action.
You repeat it one more time. You kind of broke up.
I said you'll see more of a crisp break when it comes to the price action.
Okay. Yeah, we got to go back into our little hiding sessions. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's what that was, you guys. And I did also. Let me see. I got a bunch of little screenshots here. Let me go to. I did the spy. Oh, I did this one. LGBN. I got some shares in this. This is just was strictly shares, not a options play.
Yeah,
Oh,
so on that on the one I was just showing you, what it basically
okay.
is any stock that you put up, it's going to show when it does that break, it's always a price action based on them numbers, and it's been the
Gotcha.
best numbers that they've had so far.
Gotcha. So those numbers was on those numbers. So it's when the lines meet
Okay, when you have it on those and those lines meet
right
or
here.
cross, they
Mm-hmm.
every time it's always some type of price action.
Show pulled up there and then up. Show pulled down.
And then so there's a better way of reading it to see which way the bigger price action is going to occur based on having the RSI up under it.
Oh, I don't have RSI up. Let me see. And based on the 30 and the 70, so to speak, or dropping oversold or overbought.
From the 13 and 48, yeah, you'll see every time that it crosses that it has a price action. But whenever you have a high RSI, it's a big price action.
Gotcha. Give me a ticker to look at.
SPY.
Okay.
Or or another one you could look at that'll be better is a firm because it shows the volatility going up and down. And so you can see as the MACD crosses for puts and for calls, you can see the price action on a large scale.
The FFR or FRR?
AFRM,
Oh, I see it. I see it.
yeah.
Here. Here. This your baby here. This is where you've been cutting up at.
Yeah, where it had that big drop, that's where I had started eating them up at. Where it gapped
Here?
up with the big drop. Yeah, up there.
You did the options on it?
Yeah, and I kept doing the puts.
All the way down like that? Man. Okay. What else you guys want to share? Yeah, go.
What about the battle with DWAC and Twitter? And basically them using the FOMO of Elon working with Twitter and how it might be a big competition thing that might draw DWAC down.
Talk about it. Talk about it. See the
Well,
news.
I'm not, shit. I'm at work right now, so I didn't get to really do too much reading. But like the stuff that I was on this morning was basically talking about because at one point you had Elon Musk and you had the president in the same boat when it came to Twitter because they both were basically censoring them. And so now that he works for them, he's trying to be on the page where he changes the censoring. So it can work in two ways. It can work in a way where everybody starts jumping on Twitter versus the DWAC, or it could work on the page of where DWAC can merge with a different company and actually upgrade what they have going to be compatible with Twitter.
Right. One thing they're working on is that edit button. They came out the gate with that conversation. Yep, I have to start doing better with news now since I've kind of got a little idea of what's going on. I know y'all don't like my screen. Let me change the appearance. All right, so on preview, which is what we use a lot, you can go right here to the tool, the chart properties. You click there in the background, change that background to black, right? And then my I think on the right side, I gotta go change those. I don't want to put that up. Let's see. Okay. And then I think over here is where my price is. The color. Let's see. Gotta get my numbers back. The colors back. Let me go back up here. I used to be really good with this. Let's see. Text right. There we go. Man. I know y'all ain't want to help y'all little peanuts, but I got it.
What you say?
We believe in you.
I know y'all. Whatever. I knew I was just sitting there waiting. Just let her struggle. She gonna figure it out. All right, there it is. There's your candles. There's your candles. There's your candles. Now, what y'all learned? AE went live today. We talk about because I missed the whole class. Whole live.
Have to watch the stream.
I'm gonna watch it. I always go back and watch it. Tell me. He must be teaching right now.
Cool just said,
What happened?
hey Mo, I don't know if you can hear me, but if you want to talk about it, if you have time, we could talk about like basically getting free contracts.
Free contracts? You talking about like options?
Shit. Yeah.
Oh, how you do that? Well, I need to go to bar chart.
All right. Yeah. So you know how I always talk about the doing everything based on percentages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So using the MACD and the RSI, like I was talking about, and doing things every morning on the pre-market stage. If you look at, my usual is the 20%. But anything that you do as far as like say you buying 4 contracts and you're doing the 3-to-1, right? Or you could just buy the 4 contracts and you're looking for 35%. And so 35% gets you a free contract every time with 4 contracts.
You mean like they give you a free one? Or are you saying
No. You basically you're working up on a free contract. So everything that like in the market, you every time when you do options, you should ideally have a goal of how much you're willing to lose and willing to win, right?
oh
So
yep.
if my goal on an everyday basis, right? Say I buy 4 $25 contracts, right? It doesn't have to be 100, but 35% on any one of them is going to always be the same outcome of a free contract. 3 sales is and leave 1 hanging is always 1 free.
So you made money, and just because you're not going to go over a certain dollar amount when you
Yes,
purchase.
you could, but so you say for instance you just day trading, you starting from the morning all the way to the night, right? And this is Monday, and you plan on having by the end of this week you want to work up on just basically getting a bunch of free contracts. You're not even trying to make a killing in the game. You're just getting a bunch of free contracts. So you would start off with buying 4, selling 3, buying 4, selling 3, looking for that 35%. And the more you keep doing that, the more you'll start racking up free contracts all day, every day.
But you have a rhyme or reason. You're not just going in and buy. You actually doing your research and reference to.
No, you're doing just like how we do every day. Where we're jumping in the market and we're looking for open action. You know what I'm saying? The same deal. The only difference that I use is what I was telling you as far as like my volatility in the morning, the things I look for, that MACD, that RSI, and I'm good to go. I start looking at my 200-day moving average, and where do I see the stock at, and just basically the whole routine. And so, but whatever your routine is, you're just looking for the 35%. And then so if you got 4 contracts on 35% of whatever it is, you're going to always have 1 free contract at the end.
Gotcha. Which means you make more money. Gotcha. More than 35% on the back end. Okay. I hear you. Well, you guys. So what time we talking about? We gonna do our dark side in the morning.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting up at 3. Well, 6 y'all time, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna be up at 3, and yeah, I'm gonna be reading my news off of Webull, seeing the top gainers on what's popping for the morning, looking for today. Well, it will be tomorrow, but looking for today's aftermarket, see what popped off, because there's a way for whenever it pops off like that on the aftermarket, a lot of times in the morning it'll be way down in the pre-market. So you want to
Right.
look for things like that in case you want to have start doing put options on certain stocks. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a bunch of different ways to look at it. But I look at this almost like basketball or football. Everybody has their own style, but it doesn't mean that your style is the only way. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I think AE say learn from everybody but learn from everybody but create your own little thesis or take a little bit from everybody or whatever. Borrow a little bit, create your own way. It's
So really look at that though. On any stock that you look at, that MACD it hits on every one. Every time they had price action, it was that MACD always crossed with those numbers.
okay. Stash stock party for those of you who want the fraction of shares. Now, weather's bad, so it's taking a little longer for mine to load up. Let me share my screen. There it is. Eventbrite. Oh, I thought I had already logged in. Oh my God, I'm late. It's taking forever for me to log in. The weather is bad. Okay. I may have to do it on my phone. Go over to Stash Stock Party. Now you tripping.
That beat though.
Freestyle. 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 Oh Lord. I can't even get in. Let me see if I can get on my phone. Hold on, y'all. Can't get my Stash Stock Party. Make sure you like the show, share the show, do what you gotta do for the show. Man, this weather messing me up.
Well, I got a question for everybody. Without using fundamental analysis, right? How can the feds or anybody for that matter bring the stock market down? Like, what would it look like?
You said, what would it look like if they brought the market down?
Yeah, because if they use using the fundamental analysis, we understand that that the wordplay that they use can bring the market down just by them using scare tactics. But what is another way that they could bring the market down without actually using the fundamental analysis? I mean, using our fundamental analysis, their fundamental tactics.
We just talked about it, didn't we, Brandon? Was that the reverse? I mean, not to push money in, not to do a reverse poll. Would that be one? Hey, where is it?
Manipulation.
I can't hear you.
War. And let's say we started to go at it with for no reason. Yeah, of course the stock market's gonna jump to the downside.
Mm-hmm. Man, what was the site we were on? We were just on it. I think it was on my other. It was on my other computer when I was sharing off of another computer. What was the website we went to?
It was something with economics in it. I just know that you had clicked on, you had went above the economic sticker and it came down there.
New York Feds.
What was it? New York.
Yeah, New York Federal.
It was Federal Bank of New York.
Yeah, I think so. I always get it backwards.
I think it was Federal Bank of New York.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, so you saying without the fundamentals, this the first thing that I was thinking of, because we just talked about them doing a reverse poll. So I was just thinking about not doing it. What did I press? This computer moving slow because of the weather. I hovered over something. Would that be one? Did I make sense? No. Right here. Where did we go? Right here. Did we go to reverse repos? Right there. So they reverse the repos. So I was thinking when you said that if they don't pump money here, then wouldn't that pull the market back? Sonny? If to pour
You say
into
if
it,
they don't pump money, then will
yeah.
it pull the market back?
Yes. I say yes. Because if you submit the reverse repo, it pumps money in the market and the market goes up. So if you don't do it, if they don't do it, then seems to me the market should pull back.
It's staying the same. That means the people who invest into the market isn't always the same. So when we start looking at the market not being the same, we have to look at, because of the times and what it's doing differently than it did in 2008 because of the times and what's been going on. We have to do that with the people too. And a lot of times we don't look at it like that, even though the people are the ones that's the strong mind investing into the companies. So with it being a pullback, yes and no, because there is some type of way that people will end up getting money to prolong it. That's why I say yes and no. But you can only do it for so long.
So this is a big one, because this is billions. Unless you're probably thinking about what they did with the Reddit, with the GameStop. But you'd have to have way more than people than that, right? From a retail perspective. That's an AE question.
Yeah, I mean, the Reddit was a combination of the retailers and investors, because you had a whole lot of retailers that jumped in not knowing what was going on. Then you had investors that was jumping in just to catch the wave on the money. So it's kind of different. And the way that people explain it, they explain it like, oh yeah, it was a bunch of Reddit kids that got together and started doing this and this and that. That sounds good, but I don't care how much money you think that these thousands of kids is going to pull. It's not going to pull more than hedge funds with an S. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference.
Right. Okay.
I personally think that they use that because companies think ahead of time. So I think that, me personally, I think that them and GME actually came up with an idea because they both were going down, and GME was on the verge of basically shutting down the company, period. So they both came with an idea on what to do, started putting the fake news out there, putting whatever kind of FOMO they wanted to be able to do that. And then so it sounded good. They had a good enough amount of investors, especially with the whole ape thing, you know what I'm saying? And it worked. It really worked. So it's a difference. We see this all the time with companies that really ain't about nothing, but they got a high amount of marketing and advertising. Look at Mullen. Mullen just came out recently. It has a whole heck of a lot of marketing to it, right? But its market cap isn't really nothing. So where is it really getting the money? Who's really putting the money to market and invest at this?
Right, because it really looked like it was gonna, you would think the way they were talking. Let me go to it, because I think I looked at that they were gonna make some type of move. You talking about that MULUN? That one, right?
Yeah. But it's actually called Mullen. It's MULLEN.
LLEN. Yeah, this one. Yeah, they didn't have no kind of volume when it came in. But it did that little pump and dump. Well, this last year. Let me go year to the
No, I mean, it did a pump and dump as far as when it came in through the IPO, but its latest pump and dump was based on the EV move that everybody did once Tesla went to 700 and started pushing back up. And so it rode the wave with them, and that's why most of your EVs started coming back up. But other than that, it wasn't really doing nothing. And if you didn't really have Tesla to help them ride that wave, what is really pumping up their marketing and advertising? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not too many retailers that's invested into it. The company's not really doing good. It just started. It's actually not too far from my house down here. So it's not really, it just started. It doesn't have any kind of income like that. It hasn't really produced that many vehicles. And on top of that, they do another thing where they have a thing with batteries. They haven't been producing that and selling it to anybody. So it's just like, where's he getting all of this marketing from?
Yeah, they said they was misleading the investors. This particular 3 hours ago, this article came out, said they misled investors based on their battery testing progress, they said. So they didn't tell the truth.
Yeah. Every morning, get on Webull. They got the news. They putting up the updates. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's the Webull right here. Bam. Get on here, click on them, and there you go. You can make it happen. I think I'm.
You know what's crazy is after you've been reading it like on Webull, when you've been looking at the news for so long. Say you go to the top gainers and you see what's popping on the top gainers, and then you go to the news, you can almost tell if it's investors that's pumping money into the company, or you can tell if it's retailers that's pumping money into the company based on how the news is wrote up. So a lot of times when they talk about such and such company is up today, or the amount of companies that's up today and this one is with it, it's usually following a trend, huh?
You said it's usually following the trend? Yeah.
Yeah, it's following a trend. So like the trend this week, well, last week's trend was kind of based on your therapeutic companies or your pharmaceutical, right? So you had the trend of small pharmaceutical companies being up there. People the retailers throwing a whole lot of money in there, because this is where you could tell the difference from the retailers and the investors. So they throwing a whole lot of money into these 20 cent, anywhere from 20 cent to $5 companies, right? Compared to these other companies like Merck and Pfizer and other things like that, that's running along the same realm. I mean, running along the same percentage, but you can tell that if investors put millions of dollars into a company that's only worth cents, right? It's obvious. Like you can almost tell. It's obvious.
Yep. And this one was $2 and some change. Yep. Marquise in the chat. I ain't seen him in a long time. Let's see. So this is Webull is talking about, it has this built-in scanner. We're talking about researching stocks, do your due diligence, finding out what works for you, and all of that great stuff.
Let me ask you this, or anybody on the panel, right? Have you ever seen, you know how the market starts going bearish, right? Have you ever seen it start going down without any resistance?
I don't know. I probably pay attention. That's so. What, Brandon? Do you pay attention? Do you know?
What do you mean?
You said which?
The overall market?
Yes.
Like there's only like probably twice.
You said twice?
Yeah, I want to say twice. I've seen it probably 3 times. When the pretty much 9/11 happened.
Okay.
Probably the marking the housing market thing happened, and
Oh, big
then
calluses.
yeah, is where the market just dumped, and these are like
Pandemic.
50, yeah, pandemic, yeah, basically pandemic cases. This is when the market actually just dumped. I mean, it's got to be a good catalyst for the market dump like that. Now, when I say dump, this is no pullbacks. This is nothing. Like there was no slight pullbacks. It just dumped the whole day, and it usually lasts for probably around like 2 or 3 days. I know the housing market lasts probably like a week or two.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I was in the desert.
I know. He was in the desert.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the third one though. Who was the third one? I don't want to say the Great Depression because it doesn't count because I wasn't alive when that happened. But it's a third one. I forgot what it was. Probably like the .com or bubble burst or whatever.
Mhm.
It wasn't when they had the war in not in Iraq, in Kuwait, they didn't have a drop then.
So my 94, 95, 96,
I mean,
89.
this is stuff we can actually look up too. I mean, I don't know if you want to do that right quick, Mo.
Where do I go?
So there's a site called Econ Trends. I think I'm saying that right. Is it Econ Trends? Economy Trends. I'm sorry.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Economy trends.
No, I'm sorry. Economy Trades. Let's try that. Let's see. I saved it.
Trades.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I want to say that might be it. It should be that second link.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be it right there.
USD on this one?
Yeah, the first one.
Wait, this one or this one?
That
Trading
one.
economics or
Yeah, trading economics. I'm sorry. Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah, that's it. And then you can probably go like let's just use the SPY.
Type it right here.
Yeah. And this is another website too where you can look at filings and stuff like that. It has the actual economic calendars, news related stuff.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what?
Black Monday.
Black Monday.
What was that?
Yeah. Now, while you guys were talking, I was just Googling with my questions instead. So I found the ones where all the different stock markets crashed. I was
Where?
just looking at the name. In 1987, it's one called Black Monday that happened in October. Hold on, I'll get back to it. Yeah, because they had a bunch of stock crashes all over, but I'm just looking at the ones that's out here.
October when?
Yeah, the Black Monday stock crash of October 1987 saw the U.S. markets fall more than 20% in a single day. It's thought to the cause. Crash was predicted from computer programming driven trading models and followed the portfolio insurance strategy as well as the investor panic.
So yeah, Mo, click all. I mean, you can do it.
Go ahead. You said 87 though. There we go.
And then those three dots on the right, you can click on one, click on that. Up top to the right.
On here. Uh-huh.
And then hit full screen. So yeah, basically what the housing market.
When was the housing market? 07?
07, 08.
That was on my butt too far.
Why don't you zoom out?
Oh, how do I do that? You know I'm not using a mouse.
No.
You know I don't never do the right thing. Don't try this at home. How do I make it come along back? Candles on this damn thing. There we go. 07. Right here. That pullback.
Yep.
Then, and then, yep. Boy, you'd bought right here. Woo, look at that ride. What you got, Sonny? What else? We got that deep. And we got the housing deep.
Wait, which one is this?
This down the housing bubble in 2007,
2008.
8 when it pulled back 9, I guess.
I think it was the beginning of 2008.
Yeah, so something up in here.
Let's see, Black Monday. So they have a few of them, right? One of them's called the SOG. Hold on, it's some Saudi name. The SOG Al Manak. If I'm saying it right, is SOUK.
What is that?
This is the crash of the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
What year was this?
Didn't get to it. Hold on. Okay. From 1978 to 1981, Kuwait's two stock markets, one of the conservatively regular official market, and the other was an unregulated stock almanac, exploded in size, growing in the point where the amount of capital actively traded exceeded that of every country in the whole world except the United States and Japan, which had inflated money anyway, so it couldn't be that. A year later, the system collapsed in an instant, causing a huge real losses to the economy and financial disruption lasting nearly a decade. Let me pause right there, right? Now, with saying that, right, they have the biggest tech company that just IPO'd last year, right? And since it IPO'd, it's been hitting big numbers. I think the highest it's gotten to was like $50-something, and it started off at $10 in the IPO, but it's the biggest Arabian tech company. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Let me get back to this. Yeah, so it says, this commentary examines the emergence of the SOUK, the simple financial innovation that evolved to solve its rapidly increasing need to liquidity and credit, which is almost what we're doing right now. The Herculean efforts to solve the tangled problems resulting from the collapse two lessons of Kuwait's crisis that are difficult to separate, and the banking and unregulated financial sectors and regulated and that regulators need detailed data on the transcriptions being conducted at at the financial institutes. So basically, what it's saying is the same thing. That's how they're able to use the past and predict what's going on now. So the way that they're talking about the inflation now and how we're making it worse with quantitative easing is the same way that they tried to do at that time, and it didn't work. They had a regular bank that was actually doing this and an unregulatory bank that was doing this, and the unregulatory bank fell off before the regulatory bank fell off. And that's where it landed. Since they never had nothing like that before, it lasted almost 20 years. I mean, almost a whole decade.
Oh, wow.
Sonny, bro, why you want the market to crash, bro?
So you fired.
Wait, I mean,
He said, what?
good times, good times. I figured, shoot, I'm so broke, maybe everybody could be in my boat. But no, but I look at it like this. In reality, is if the market does crash, if you know what you're doing when it comes to investing, you're going to be able to stay afloat. And on top of that, if you are watching what companies that you really like and you're really interested in, it's going to be cheap. Like these are the deals you want to buy. If I can buy 100 apples at $50 a wop, I want to do that versus what it costs now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Sonny, right quick, could you name me a stock that if the market did crash, the company would have enough cash flow to sustain its operation?
Would have enough cash flow to sustain its operation?
Yeah.
Apple.
Boom. There you go. Why Apple?
I could name a few of them. McDonald's. Shit. Just start looking at the real estate, like the not the real estate companies that's within the country, but the real estate companies that's outside of the country, and then that way you'll see what's gonna flow.
That's how you do it. Multi marketing, multi markets. You want to find a company that's integrated into multiple markets, like you just said. Apple, Tesla is another new one. Nike. What's another one? What is it? What is it called? Hershey's. Nestle.
Yep, Nestle. See's Candy.
Right.
Warren Buffett's favorite, See's Candy.
Right. Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
Red Bull, but that's owned by Coca-Cola, I think. Or is that Pepsi that owns that? It's one of them, I think. But so what would be on the what food company would still survive if the market crashed?
Well, that's easy. Quaker Oats. That's one. Kellogg's. That's two. You said food company. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think McDonald's would count. Fast food. I'm guessing that would count or wouldn't.
Yeah, that would count because the fast food is just what they market, but undercover they do other stuff.
And then again, they don't use the same ingredients that they have that we have in the United States. They use different ingredients from their actual homeland. So, I think in India, they don't serve beef patties. I think they serve something else.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you could be really eating dog burgers.
Right. Or like goat burgers or something like that.
All right, y'all. I love to stay and play with you guys, but the weather's bad. My light's tripping back and forth. I'm running on battery, and I need to save the battery just in case lights go off permanently. So,
Okay, well, I will see you guys in the morning. I'll be texting you guys,
Yep.
letting you know what I'm looking at, and hopefully you guys can tell me what you're looking at. And I wanted to say I thank you, and I love everything you guys helped me with, and that's for real.
Hey, we appreciate all the love
Right.
that everybody give. You guys are phenomenal. So look out in the morning for the link so we can. And we're not going live, y'all. Sorry. we got some. What they call it? We got some water cooler conversations. No more lives. No more lives in the morning. Sorry, early morning business strategy has been shut down.
Right.
Peace, power, and profit, you guys. Let me get off of this because lights tripping now. Gotta go.